Hello, and welcome back, my loves, to One World Body. Today, we're stepping into a word we hear often, but almost always misunderstand: abundance. And to begin, I want to name something many seekers experience, but rarely speak about. There is a moment on the spiritual path, often through deep meditation, breath work, or plant medicine, where the ego dissolves. And for a brief, overwhelming instant, the world feels empty. Nothing feels real. Nothing feels meaningful. Everything looks like illusion. And many people come back from that space thinking nothing matters. But that is not the truth. That is only the halfway point. Yes, nothing has inherent meaning. We've talked about this before. But this does not make life meaningless. It reveals the magnitude of the power we have to assign meaning. This is the Tao's great paradox. Nothing matters. And yet, everything is infinitely important, because the moment something is witnessed, experienced, created, it becomes eternal. It enters a fabric of time and can never be erased. You can tear it, burn it, sink it, bury it, but consciousness has already woven it into existence. That is where today's poem begins. And of course, it's called Abundance. I have seen, I cannot unsee. And so is matter defined, that what is witnessed exists, that what is alive resists its demise. Where is the picture I placed in your hands? A window into another time, another form of me, suspended between worlds like a lantern in mist. Shred it to ribbons, scatter its ashes across an ocean trench. Let currents erase every trace. Still it endures, its code of being humming just beyond the veil. If even an image cannot be undone, what of the vessel it depicts? This intricate body, breath and starlight woven into bone. And if flesh carries the memory of its own making, what of the mind that summoned it, the consciousness behind the frame? We are not fragile things. We are sparks of the eternal flame, fragments of a source that cannot fracture. Separation is a clever illusion. Wholeness is inevitable, a magnet calling home its scattered stars, each one blazing back to the heart that dreamed it. This poem came from a moment when the illusion of fragility broke open for me, and I could feel the indestructible nature of existence. It wasn't philosophical, it wasn't intellectual. It was visceral, a knowing. I began with something simple, a picture, something you could physically destroy. But even if you set it on fire or drop it into the deepest trench of an ocean, its essence remains. Not the paper, but the pattern the paper represented, the consciousness that witnessed it. And from that realization came something even more profound. If an image cannot be destroyed, what makes us think that a soul can? This is the true meaning of abundance. It's not accumulation, it's not wealth, it's not material prosperity. Abundance is the eternal nature of creation, the permanence of what consciousness has touched, the guarantee that nothing real can ever be lost. And this brings us back to the spiritual chasm. When seekers dissolve into the void and come back saying nothing matters, they have misunderstood the void. The void is not a negation, it's a canvas. Meaninglessness is not the destination. It is the moment before the masterpiece. Because when you realize that nothing has meaning until you give it meaning, you awaken to your creative power. You become the artist standing before the blank cosmos, knowing that whatever you paint will exist forever. This is abundance. Everything you experience, everything you love, everything you create becomes part of the eternal tapestry of time. A work of art can never be undone. Even grief, even joy, even the smallest whisper of a moment. All of it becomes eternal. The greatest illusion we've ever believed is that things can be broken, lost, or destroyed. But consciousness is a perfect archivist. Nothing slips from its hands. This is why awakening feels like remembering. This is why healing feels like returning. This is why love feels like déjà vu. You are not a fragile being wandering a fragile world. You are a spark of an infinite source that never loses a single part of itself. Wholeness is inevitable. The magnet is already pulling you home. And abundance, true abundance, is the recognition that everything you create, everything you witness, everything you become is forever. That concludes our episode today. Thank you so much for listening. If you like this content, please like and subscribe below.